The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Rule of Three Offense Podcast. Here's our host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Rule of Three Offense. Today, we're going to talk about the weak side options, which I think is pretty exciting when it comes to the Rule of Three Offense. But before we dive into that, I got some big announcements to make. First of all, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's a one-stop shop for basketball coaches. You will not be disappointed. Go over and check our new website out, which is coachingyouthhoops.com. We are starting a new membership just for coaching youth basketball. I think it's an important thing. I think it's a needed thing in our society today. So go over and check it out, coachingyouthhoops.com. And also, if you're like this, if you like the podcast, if you like all these things, the way you can help us keeping all of our podcasts, all 6 of them together, is by purchasing something that we offer, and we offer the Rule of Three Offense.com. You can get everything you want. I don't know, I've got 90 some lessons in there right now, and there'll be more adding every day. You can Rule of Three, the number 3 or the letters, or the number 3 or the written out 3. .com, and you can check it out. All right, let's talk about the Rule of Three offense. So basically on every pass, okay, so every pass that we have, let's do an example. Let's say the pass happens from the top of the key to the wing, and that passer kind of cuts through the paint. The 2 weak side people should always be doing something, and I'll say this several times throughout this, but weak side should move on every pass, because the ball is going to be on a non-ball side most of the time. Once in a while it'll be on the top, but then everyone should be moving. Okay, so the weak side options, there are 3 options, not necessarily in the order of importance. So the first one is interchange. One you don't have to drill, one that they'll do as long as you get on them about moving on every pass, and that's just the wing and the baseline people would just interchange. Okay, again, not one from someone that's running, not something you need to drill, not something you need to overemphasize. It will take care of itself. Okay, so interchange. Next one is setting a screen. It's either a down screen or an up screen. If it's the wing going down and setting a screen for the baseline, or the baseline's maybe setting a back screen for the wing. So it's an up or down, a screen or pick. And that will need some drilling, just because they'll have to get used to the reads. And then the hardest one probably, and the one that's the most effective, isn't that like life, is the pin and skip. So as the ball is passed, what's going to eventually happen is you're going to score on those cuts. You're going to score on the slips and the slices to the basket, and you score a couple of baskets, and then the other coach starts freaking out. So what will happen is they'll just start sagging. They'll start almost not playing quite pack line, but they'll be packing into that paint area, which is fine. Then what happens is that you got to set a pin screen and then skip the ball over. You'll get wide open threes on that, because you'll fake to the cutter, pin skip, and you'll get some open threes on that. But that does need drill. That doesn't seem to be as intuitive. The interchange is like the cutting through the paint. It's easy. and not a difficult thing to do. But the pin and skip is a harder thing to do, and will take some work, but is very, very, very effective. So anyway, pin and skip will be there. And again, what we want to do is we want to emphasize to them weak side movement on every pass. Every pass, there should be weak side movement. If you're standing, you're not on offense. You're a spectator at that point. You're not playing with Michael Jordan. You're a spectator. But let's go through those again. The weak side rules or moves and everything that happens is not in level of need to teach or difficulty, but interchange, down screen or up screen, and pin and skip. If you do those three things, I think you'll be all set. And this is a great offense. Go over and check it out. www.ruleof3offense.com. Have a great day, everybody.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.